Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our continued Blind Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club Plus for the PS5. My name is Flightless, this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we're going to go through at least half of Yuri's full scenario. It may be more, maybe less, just based on how long it takes. I may divide Yuri and Natsuki's scenarios into just two parts. So basically, Act 1 and Act 2. Actually, we're not going through Yuri. Sorry, we're going through Natsuki's story first. We'll go through Natsuki's story first, then we'll go through Yuri's story. And that's just maybe an easy way to do it. With Sayori, it took a full part to go through all of hers. I can imagine it's going to take some while to go through the others. Speaking of Sayori, what we want to do is we want to try to load before we do anything else. File error. Character Sayori CHR file is missing or corrupt. The save file is corrupt, starting a new game. It's just like, nope, you are not you are not allowed in any way to reset anything. And I think we got a picture for that. Let's see. The first sketch of Sayori's third CG. This was eventually mirrored, making her final CG one of the only instances where Sayori's bow is on the other side of her head. An Act 1 attempt to load a save file after Sayori's death. Yeah, but, so unlike the PC version, which is what I was told to do, in the last episode. So you remember when I said, okay, we need to load on this screen? They changed it for the PlayStation version. And, you had to load, when it goes to end. So that's basically what we had to do for that. And also, we are going to go ahead and run a reset. And after we run a reset, we're going to dive into Natsuki's route. We've already seen her story as far as the cooking scene. So this should be too difficult to do. Well, let's do it, my friends. Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome day. And we're off just like that. And so what we need to do, really, is this quest for Natsuki. Kind of starts with the first poem. Because we need to write a perfect poem for Natsuki. Now, just like before, it's not really easy to write perfect poetry. Especially since, you know, even though I have a word list, you still gotta figure out what goes with what. So for example, giggle is probably hers, right? I have Yuri's word list pulled up. Oh, that would have been weird. I was looking at her list, I'm like, this doesn't look like Yuri. Okay, let me try it again. Natsuki's list here. I think giggle would be a word, right? I mean, that sounds like something from Natsuki. It is. So yeah, we just got to go through this and find them all. I think Natsuki may be the easiest. We just got to choose all the okay, we have Act 1 and Act 2 words. So not friends. Peaceful? No, peace, but not peaceful. Peace. Yep, so we just got to go through this, all the words. Pink, right? Yep. Oh, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, that was actually a lot harder than it looked. Because I had to reset twice during that sequence. Because the 10 words that they gave me, none of them were any of Natsuki's words. So it's literally possible to have a situation where you don't get any of the girl's words that you need at all. And that's really frustrating. Okay, so all the dots. Huh? Okay, well, let's start off with the things I don't like. First of all, huh? Natsuki rereads my poem. No, never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember I said I want to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Herc. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announce it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said it mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you'll still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Okay, we read this one many times. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am being honest. Why are you so convinced that I won't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing is to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. I like in this poem, seeing everything around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last statement. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't want to take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? It doesn't really matter at this point, right? I'll go with Sayori. This is a good poem, Flightless. Are you sure it's your first time? Yeah, I think it's my first time. Sorta, depending on what universe I'm in. I mean, of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems, in his spare time? But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't take it seriously. So that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy with that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you really feel a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm sitting in front of you, in front of the club room. Well, yeah, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I break my promises. See? It's just like I said before, Flightless. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? And that way, that'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to, hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Of course. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. I'm sure you're not. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Yeah, we read this before. I want breakfast. I remember that. Sayori. This is, just a guess, but... Did you wait until, morning to write this? I love how he says that. It's just like... Yeah, you did, didn't you? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I am having so much fun with this, I totally forgot we had the skip button here. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's show it to Monica. Hi, Bye, Flightless! Oh, we can definitely skip her as much as possible, right? Boom! She's gone. Best thing is, we don't even have to hear from her at all. I know that's kind of mean, but oh well. That's a weird spot to stop on. So the first poem I read for Natsuki at the beginning, so it didn't really matter much. We're gonna say that's gonna be Natsuki, and this is something new that we haven't seen. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well, if it lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri. Huh? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Flightless. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a deep breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I just love how the characters like zoom out of the screen like that. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Flightless. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace and laziness around that we got a little too used to. So my Joyla Club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still some time before we go home, so we'll all relax a little bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Haha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica was right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Alright, now we skip ahead to poem number 2. And let's see how long this takes me. Seems a lot easier to pick the cute words for Natsuki than it is for Sayori. That went by really, really fast, and I didn't get trolled at the time. All 20 words were Natsuki's. Alright, so I'm pretty sure we haven't done this scene with Natsuki, though. This would have been a lot easier if I played the game the first time, just focusing on one girl. It's not long before Natsuki comes to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and quickly turns it over and presumably check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just want to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from behind the closet. Inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in the closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all there, I just had to organize a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. Oh, that's a mean trick, Monica. And I know what she's doing here. She's trying to split us up. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room there on the shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. And the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I could reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful! I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingerprints reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. I'm a very stubborn flightless bird, so I can understand this, Natsuki. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoop one of the small boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. Oh, it's such a cute picture of her. Look at that. I like it. It reminds me of the picture we had yesterday with Sayori. That was my thumbnail. This may be the thumbnail too. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. They're there. Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I could do it. I don't want your help, okay? Jeez, okay. I'm gonna go get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forced her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have their desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls on its wheels back to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. I'm sorry, my friend's got the hiccups all of a sudden. My apologies. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Gosh! Natsuki climbs on the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. And there we go. Aw, she's so adorable. Look at that. I like that smile. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs the stock of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Oh, that was adorable. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki backs up. Huh? I can almost see up her skirt. Gah! Time for our protagonist to get a nosebleed. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. When she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girls box set. He's the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Flightless. I don't think I can get bent down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. All right. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realizes something when she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But, I'll do it myself. A chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box hobbles out of my hands, and the books go flying. I got you. Ooh. It's kind of cool as you, like, zoom into the screen. Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and back seriously felt the impact. Oh, there's a great picture of her with that face. Oh. Ah. Slowly, Natsuki comes to her senses. Gah! She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Eh? Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Ah! Gross! Gross! Gah! At first, a fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry, so sorry. Aha. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I did it. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. Mamai. Eh? I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books I have scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease alongside the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. I must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing out, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you? No. Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just, every day. It's so hard. I just want to come to the club and, Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but be nice is the least I can do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I got to the stool and quickly finished moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. Ahaha. It's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you did. The thing about cheering me up? If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time and I open up the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of the subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets her attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know. I told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki, of course. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Huh? Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. Oh, she wants to impress me. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you. Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki fixes his eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I had to use the bathroom. She's gone. I love. It's so adorable. Red face, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Flightless! Did you do this something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, of course not. I just told her that. My force gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees a poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, well, not really. In fact, did she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know it tastes so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Flightless? Oh, kind of. Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. Aha, it would have been funny if she said, by looking up the words she likes online. That would have been hilarious. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how did you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. I was just something for you to think about. Hey. Natsuki comes up and snatches a poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. But Flightless wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think that Flightless has started sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just going to hold on to this. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Ugh! Never mind. Natsuki. I'll give you the poem. That's not, still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't got to read it yet. Or Yuri. So what? Well, I guess Flightless is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let anyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. Aww. This is my only copy. Amy likes spiders. No one likes spiders. Come on. They're not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you don't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I had to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Oh, no, that's right. We've already seen this part. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been, well, enjoying sharing my writing with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Ahaha. Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow, okay? Alright, I will. We should show it to next. We'll go manga. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. All the dots. Well, that's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like this one, the way it turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me and delete me, yes. Oh wait, that said load me, not delete me. Or does the second one say delete me? Kind of forget which one's which. Hey, it's even more abstract than the last one, huh? Ahaha, I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a bit, just kind of a thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of writing your poem. It's almost like magic. Yep, and you're gone. Oh, I like this one, Flightless. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I do know. I guess I like them both. Well, that's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you'd like for the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Well, yeah, right. Skip ahead. Did it just go at me? Did you hear that? That was a weird sound effect. Surprised I was able to skip Yuri. Because I would think that, because it was written for Natsuki, it would be, something else. You know? Okay, so now we need to walk home with, Natsuki, right? Tell Sayori you walk home with Natsuki. Now I believe we've seen this already. Because that's something I chose first. And now we're back to this. So, let's go ahead and do this. Alright, I didn't get it perfectly this time. Because once again, you know, it got to an instance where I wasn't able to select a word for Natsuki. It's kind of annoying. But I don't need to do a perfect. I just need to make sure that that I have Natsuki as the one that gets the majority. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know, I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I mean, it's not like I was shy or anything like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Ahaha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Oh, what are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Flightless. Flightless, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them, but just tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know it sounds stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before like this. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if anyone just laughs and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips start to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smell out the wrinkles she put into it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches a poem up from the desk. Hey, it's not any good. And I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think her style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry I was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forced herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can, read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart. But what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. That's a very pretty poem. Because you look, listen, sit, trust, and think of me. Oh, that's a sweet poem. It's probably the best poem. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that you voted for me. It was just a little surprising to read. Or I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't say? Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki stumbles completely, failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just, remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's,
meaningful.
I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. As I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion.
I don't want it.
Eh? Why not?
I just don't. Jeez.
I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to, keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it.
I could. If you didn't, I would. Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it.
Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself.
Well, that's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay?
Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Who should I show my poem to next?
We'll go Monica next.
Sticking with Natsuki style, what's more I see? You really like Natsuki, don't you? Eh? That's, oh, come on, Flightless. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretending to be like that manga, like she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Flightless. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times, she just doesn't know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. Even though we're all somehow 18. I'm sorry, I can't get over that line. I just can't get over that line of their ages. There is no way they're all 18. I know that was like a censorship thing, probably, because there ain't no way. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club, so, too. And you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? That's, I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright, goodbye. Oh wow, that was interesting. Again, I'm always fascinated when you can just skip everything. Because a lot of times you'll see a different dialogue because a different girl was chosen, right? I'm going to go with Natsuki. I'm not going to hesitate this time. But since we've already seen it, we'll be able to quickly get through it. I do think I'm going to probably do the end of Act 1 today. The reason is because I realized Act 2, we catered heavily towards Yuri, right? And since we catered heavily towards Yuri, there's a lot of Natsuki scenes that we probably haven't seen in Act 2. Or Act 3. Or whatever the next act is. But yeah. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I got pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what may happen when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I had to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. That was a new line of dialogue too. That was neat. Talking to Sayori. And now with Natsuki. I wonder if there's gonna be any new dialogue. Because we've been close with her. Doesn't seem to be. Ah, that's a little disappointing. And then we have Sayori. And I'll say you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. But I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through the rest of this. I'm not going to subject anyone to that horrifying scene if I can avoid it. So I will, you know, as they say in the Muppets Christmas Carol, I'll see you at the ending. And we're going to get rebooted here. And we'll check the files to see if anything new happened before we start the next section of the game. So let's exit out. Let's go ahead and play some music in the background. Side story opened up. So you have balance, respect, understanding, and trust. I look forward to going through all those. Pictures. We have a new poem. Because you. Natsuki's special poem, acquired by writing all 3 poems for her. Well, that's cool. We have a new picture. Write a second poem for Natsuki. Ooh, new artwork. Aw, she looks adorable in this picture. The sketch of Natsuki's first CG before being outlined and colored in. During the poem game, write a perfect poem for Natsuki. So concept sketches in Natsuki's second CG. Through this scene's lack of realism and general absurdity, it was a challenge to get Natsuki's angle correct. Especially in perspective alignment with the background. Aww, I love that. I like a little sweat coming from her face on the right hand side. That's adorable. Any other new pictures? Is this new? No, this is Sayori. Okay, no new bonus pictures. Yep. Alright, my friends, well, my name is Flightless Bird. This is your Story-Based Gaming channel, and this has been our continued blind Let's Play of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus for the PS5. I want to thank everyone. You all are awesome, amazing, fantastic. The #1 YouTube community, all YouTube. Buy my mixtape, okay? Wait, what does that happen? Spend 20 minutes listening to music on a desktop. Okay, I'll take it. I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I just like to play music in the background sometimes when I'm talking. One way or another. Like when Ace Attorney, we were doing that, I would purposely like putting music in the intro when there was no music. You know, and it was just a title screen. Just because I like to hear something in the background, you know? But yeah, you guys are amazingly awesome. I love you all so very much, and I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome day. I'm going to be out all day on the day this video comes out with my family. I don't know if I'll be able to do any other videos. I do plan on streaming on Sunday. We're doing Final Fantasy 2 Pixel Remaster. So if I don't do any videos for Sunday, at least I have that, and then I'll probably do a Doki Doki afterwards. In the meantime, I'll be playing a Valkyrie Profile 2. You know, trying to get a little more powerful so we can conquer the next dungeon. And yeah, I love you guys so very much, and I can't wait to see you all again. Until next time, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.